66 million years ago, Earth belonged to Titans. There were no cities, no human footprints, and no sound except the thundering roar of living fortresses. A world of perfect balance, completely unaware that its final 24 hours had just begun. High above this peaceful paradise, beyond the atmosphere and into the freezing darkness of deep space, a mountain-sized rock was moving at 70,000 kilometers per hour. It had no mind, no hatred, yet it carried enough power to wipe out millions of evolution. On the ground, life carried on like any other day. Herds of Triceratops grazed near riverbanks. Giant pterosaurs glided through the sky, and small, primitive mammals rustled quietly beneath the ferns, completely blind to the flash of light appearing above them. Then, the sky split open. A streak of blinding fire tore through the upper atmosphere, growing brighter than the sun itself. For the creatures on the surface, time seemed to freeze as an eerie, unnatural glare cast long, unnatural shadows across the forest floor. In less than a second, 10 kilometers of solid space rock slammed into the shallow waters of the Yucatan Peninsula. The impact didn't just break the Earth's crust, it melted the ocean, vaporizing billions of tons of water and rock instantly into raw thermal energy. A shockwave traveling faster than the speed of sound flattened ancient forests for thousands of miles. The air temperature surged to hundreds of degrees within moments, transforming lush green valleys into instant, blinding infernos. What went up had to come down. Millions of tons of vaporized rock cooled in space and fell back as a deadly rain of burning tektites, red-hot droplets of glass and stone that ignited every leaf and tree across the entire globe. The impact violently displaced the ocean, unleashing a tsunami hundreds of meters tall. This wall of dark, muddy water raced across continents, swallowing entire coastlines and drowning everything in its path. Within hours, the immediate firestorms settled into a far deadlier nightmare, suffocating darkness. A thick, impenetrable blanket of soot, ash, and sulfur filled the stratosphere, completely blocking the sun from reaching the surface. Without sunlight, photosynthesis stopped. Plants withered and died, followed quickly by the massive plant eaters that relied on them. The food chain collapsed from the bottom up, leaving apex predators to wander a barren, freezing graveyard. While the giant rulers of the earth perished, small, hidden creatures clung to life beneath the surface. Burrowed deep under the soil, tiny furry mammals survived on seeds, roots, and insects, sheltered from the freezing surface hell above. The reign of the dinosaurs had ended, not with a quiet surrender, but in fire and darkness. Yet, from this ultimate destruction, the stage was cleared for a new era, the Age of Mammals, and eventually, the rise of humanity. The destruction didn't stay on land. Millions of tons of sulfur released during the impact dissolved into the oceans, turning seawater acidic and wiping out marine food chains from the bottom up. Months turned into years, and years into decades of pitch-black cold. Global temperatures plummeted by over 15 degrees, locking the Earth into a suffocating, unending nuclear winter. The mighty apex predators, built for a warm, prey-rich world, could not adapt. One by one, the last of the giant carnivores collapsed, starving in a world that could no longer support their size. Only small, opportunistic scavengers survived off the remains of the old world. Insects, fungi, and small burrowing reptiles fed on decaying organic matter, quietly keeping the engine of life turning. After nearly a decade, the heavy dust particles in the stratosphere began to settle. Heavy rains washed the soot from the skies, and for the first time in a generation, faint sunlight reached the ground. Deep beneath the ash, dormant seeds that had slept through the inferno began to sprout. Ferns and hardy greenery expanded rapidly, locking carbon away and restoring oxygen to the planet. With the giant reptiles gone, the ecological niches of the world sat completely empty. The small burrowing mammals stepped out into the open, multiplying and diversifying at an unprecedented speed. Over millions of years, these tiny survivors evolved into an astonishing array of creatures, from tiny tree dwellers to massive whales in the ocean. Mammals conquered every corner of the Earth. Today, the story of that catastrophic day is written directly into the rocks. A thin layer of iridium-rich clay, found across the entire globe, marks the exact moment the reign of giants came to a sudden halt. Without that single, terrifying asteroid strike 66 million years ago, the path to our existence would never have opened. We are the direct descendants of the fragile creatures that survived the darkest night in Earth's history. It is a humbling reminder that no empire on this planet is permanent. The dinosaurs ruled for 165 million years before disappearing in ours. Humanity has existed for a mere fraction of that time. Life always finds a way, even when the sky falls. What extinct world or mystery should we explore next? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, subscribe, and join us as we unlock the deepest secrets of our planet's past.